Like I say, you don't see one blemish. Look, there's a small hand right there. See, check it out. The thumb, then you see the finger, and there's another finger right there, and there's another one, and they get dark underneath. And you see that, and there's more hands. Look, there is this one. Look, that's the thumb. And then you see the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky. Boom. And you see that, but it continue being, I mean, it's so many of them, it's just impossible to do an outline, so I can use my own hand just to show you how it matches. If it didn't match, it wouldn't work. Look, it's like this. It's a left hand, look, the thumb, and then you see all the fingers, but then each one of them has more hands grabbing it. It's just, like I say, it becomes three-dimensional when you start adding hands that come from behind, from the top down, from the down up, and from side and diagonal. It becomes so golly. And that right there is a hand, it's a right hand. This one is going to the right. It's like this. You see the thumb, then you see the rest of the fingers, like that. Or then it's one overlap it, and I mean it's wow. And then there's some other finger coming this way to the left, go up. You can see the small line, grabbing each one of those fingers. And that's what I found on the image of the Apollo 8. That image was what resolved my deal. The Apollo 8 in color. Wow, man, you study that image, you will see all kinds of things. Faces, animals, sceneries, things, like memories. Like I say, I think the Earth Moon is a repository of memories from a place that used to be where that moon used to be before. And see, look at that. And you can see where you have to brighten the heck out of this image. Or somebody that doesn't know that geometry, that shit look like a jumbo shit. A bunch of rocks and that's it. Oh, I don't see anything. Well, golly, because you don't know anything, period. See, look how they destroy the image. They blur the heck out of it, and then all you see is this jumbo shit that don't make sense. But because you don't know what the geometry is, it doesn't make sense to anybody if you don't know what this is. It did to me. I mean, I was finding the exact same type of deal everywhere. So what the hell? Something is, there is a pattern here that I can know pinpoint what it is, but I know there's something there because all of them look alike. The same texture, the same, geometrical deal, but I didn't know what it was. And like I say, he make faces and shit. You say, oh, well, that look like an animal, that look like a reptile, that look like, yeah, it does make that. But when you enlarge the image, it's not like that. It's none of that. See, and this curl deal right here, that right there, that look like an S. Well, it's not an S and it's not a question mark. It's a hand, it's a finger. Curl one way and curl the other because it goes in every direction. It's a finger like this, and this one is like this. So that's why it's like an S. You only see this part, you see it's a question mark. No, it is not. That's the knuckles. That's the fingertip and the fingernail. And the same way here. And then this one is grabbed by tiny little hands and it becomes some weird shit. If you don't know, like I say, if you don't know that geometrical shape, you'll never know nothing. You are blind. Essentially, you don't know a thing. See, look, and he had an enormous finger there, like he's pointing at something. But really, there's another finger right next to it. They blur the living shit out of that. Look, that's the other finger right there. Look, I'll show you. And you see, it makes an eye like a reptile eye with a vertical pupil. It almost looks like a snake. Or when you see, when you really, that's why they blurred the image. They didn't want to show you that that was an enormous hand. I mean, the image is so destroyed that all you see is some holes and shaped, geometrical shaped holes. Really, impact craters like that. Well, see, look, it looks like a reptile eye. But when you see those two videos, those are all fingers. Once you know that that's the geometry, it resolves all of this. I mean, they will never bullshit you ever again. That's the only thing that Dr. Berggren didn't know. He said that this thing could only come from God. That's the only thing that he really said. That was on God's corner. The civilization type 3 was the visitors, the alien deal, but this is civilization type 30 and up. Ali, we are only 0.7. Shit, in the Kardashev chart of civilization accomplishment, what a civilization can dominate. We don't dominate a thing. Oil, shit, oil is a terrible deal, and once you use it, it's gone. It's not renewable. The only sources that are really powerful is the sunlight and the wind and the water. That's the main deal. And using the planet's energy that is infinite. The planet itself is a dynamo. Tesla was the only one that was able to apply that into action. Create electricity from the air, from the ground, and from the space. And that's what that Tether incident was about, and that's why these things appeared. It was God acknowledgement. Oh, the monkey finally figured that out. It just nothing came to fruition from that. No, the military industrial complex, no, hold, put that shit in a drawer for us. Hide it. That's only for us. They can renew cells 30 years earlier. Cancer is actually a deformation of the human cell, the DNA. They can restructure it back into what it was before it got destroyed. They can do that. They don't want to do that because the people will become immortal. That's the problem. That's why Tom Bearden, the lieutenant colonel retired, was telling. He's the one that posted scalar technology, scalar wave technology that the Navy is using for targeting multiple deals thousands of miles away and destroy them in a blink of an eye. Boom! They call it molecular disassociation. It can tear apart the molecules inside anything, and I mean anything. Oh, got a steel tank, wow, 10 feet of steel, gee, that is like paper. When you apply that molecular disassociation, that's what they did to the towers. The steel towers, they vanish into dust. 100-some story high building became 3-story pile. Really? What the fuck all the shit went through? It turned into powder. Yeah, they applied something there. The C4 did the initial destruction, but the rest of the steel beams, they were disintegrated. That's what that was. And look at that. That's another deal that they destroy the image. You don't want to show a freaking thing. And it's all the same thing, the 2D, the fingers, in every which way. It's just that, like I say, if you don't know that geometry, for you that shit is just another picture with a bunch of deals there, man, that's it. But for me, I know exactly what I'm looking at. And, well, I mean, these are really teaching videos. My research finally got a hold on the right thing. You can look at an alien all day long, you're not gonna find none of that here. This is none of that. None of it.